Hello, it's Rachel. Today's project's going to be a canvas. I'm working on a 15 by 15 centimetre canvas board, and to begin with I'm using some soft gel medium to glue down some pieces of torn printed tissue paper. These are some chipboard pieces that I've had in my collection for a while and I wanted to make use of them. So I'm just planning where I'd like to put these pieces. I also found some little wooden tiles that had been gifted to me, and I've been trying to figure out what to do with these also. So I'm trying to apply these to my canvas and make some kind of design out of them. At this stage in the project I've really got no idea where I'm headed with it. I'm just sticking things down and really hoping for the best. I'm attaching all of these using some golden soft gel medium. Next, I find some pieces of lace that also need using up, so I'm deciding where to place these, and eventually I add some lace to my canvas and then a few other bits and pieces. I find some pearls as well and attach all of these in the same way with the soft gel medium. Once I have everything in place, I'm going to prime my canvas with a layer of golden gesso. I found some other bits and pieces that I thought would look good on the canvas, so some smaller pearls I thought would be a good addition as well as those larger ones, and also I have this Resin Butterfly from Melissa Francis that I wanted to use as a focal point. So again, I'm gluing these down with soft gel medium and then adding another coat of gesso over these elements. The first colour paint that I've selected to use is called Sherbet. This is a paper artsy fresco finish paint, and at this point I'm not quite decided what I'd like to do with the colours, so I'm starting off with this one because it's very light, and then I add darker colours and other colours as the canvas progresses. This is a Golden Fluid Acrylic in Payne's Grey. Payne's Grey is actually more of a blue colour than a grey, so it's going to create a purple tone over the pinks, and I also use it to go over the wooden tiles so that the text becomes that colour. You'll see the technique that I use. I paint all over the tiles, paying attention to the indented parts where the words are engraved, and then I wipe off most of that with a baby wipe so it just leaves the blue text and the blue border. The final colour that I'm going to introduce to my canvas is another fluid acrylic from Golden, this time in quinacridone nickel Azo Gold, and I'm applying this in the same fashion that I've applied the other colours previous to it. I start by adding a small amount, blending it in using a baby wipe, and then slowly building the colour until I'm happy with it, and then I go back to some of the other colours and darken areas where I wanted to. So I hope you enjoy the process. This is glass bead gel that I'm going to use for texture. It consists of very tiny transparent glass marbles that are suspended in a soft gel, and this dries clear, so it adds some sparkle to the project from the glass and also some texture, and I'm using it around some of the objects to bring them together and to incorporate them more into the main canvas. Here I'm showing you the glass bead gel when it is almost dry. Some of the parts are still not quite dry, so they are not yet transparent, but in other areas you can see the clear transparent finish and the tiny marbles shining through that. I'm now edging my canvas using some Payne's Grey applied using a piece of Ranger cut and dry foam. Now I'm using some of Prima's Art Alchemy paint. This is the metallic pearl white, and first of all I'm going around the wooden tiles with my paintbrush, and then I apply some of the same paint over different areas of the canvas. So I go over the glass bead gel, which adds a highlight to all the raised areas of the marbles, and I also go over the pearls and some other areas too. That was the last step in today's project. I hope you enjoyed watching. A textured canvas like this is a great way to use up little bits and pieces that you don't otherwise really know what to do with. So that was really the purpose of today. And as always, there will be a link in the video description for the full product list. And don't forget, if you don't already know, there is a new challenge group that I've started on Facebook with weekly challenges being uploaded to this channel. So if you weren't aware of that, the link for that will also be in the video description.